ceremony, and it's our last ceremony of the year. So welcome to all of our honorees. I'm Dr. Brummett, the Superintendent of Schools, and it's a pleasure to have you here today for our last official award ceremony. And just a little bit about the award. This is very, in my opinion, prestigious because it talks about, for students to earn this award, not only do they have to be strong students, but they also have to be good citizens and good leaders at their school. So, in other words, a very well-rounded student, and hopefully by now you've heard we have our portrait of a graduate that gets talked about at school, and that's what we hope all of our students land on when they exit from our system. Good communicators, good collaborators, working on their leadership skills, their thinking skills. And really, when I look at and I hear about all the things that your children have accomplished, I say, boy, they're already there, even though they're still in process, so to speak. So today I'll have you come up with your principal when the time comes, and they will read to you all the wonderful things that your teachers have said about you. And mom and dad are welcome to take pictures, special guests, you're welcome to take pictures, and then you'll get a certificate and a package of gifts. And then at the end of the ceremony, I'll do a group photo up here. And that actually is the group photo that goes into my quarterly newsletter, which will be going out toward the end of the school year. And what else did I forget? At the end, we also have refreshments if you'd like. Some students I like to ask them questions, so I may ask you, about your future plans, or I might ask you about any advice you might give to other kids who might want to aspire to an Outstanding Student of the Month. And this, again, is a very unique and rare award, and only about 2% of the entire school population ever gets it, and you can only get it one time. So it's really quite an honor, and moms and dads and special guests who are here today, congratulations as well for your support and collaboration to bring forth your students' success. So with that, gotta put the glasses back on. So with that, we will start our final ceremony of the year. It is being recorded as well, so if you if your whole family couldn't be here today, or you've got folks out of state, my office will send you a link tomorrow or the next day, and you can share it out as you'd like to. Alrighty, so our first honoree is from Anna Reynolds, and I'd like to have Mr. Smith come forward, Principal Smith, as well as Thomas Barahona. Come on up. There he is, a round of applause for the...
I'm here today with Thomas Barahona, who is Anna Reynolds' Outstanding Student of the Month for May. And so before I begin and talk a little bit about Thomas, and I have a lot of things to say from his teachers going all the way back, I told them today, to kindergarten, I wanted to share the process for the elementary school. So each classroom teacher has the opportunity to nominate one student to be their Student of the Month for their class, and then we have a committee, a group of people that look at all the nominations and select who is the Outstanding Student of the Month to represent our school. And Thomas was selected as our Outstanding Student of the Month for May. I'm going to share some things that his teachers have said about him as to why he is Anna Reynolds' Outstanding Student of the Month. Mrs. LaFerriere, your 4th grade teacher, said Thomas deserves to be our last Student of the Month because he has shown such improvement throughout the entire year, socially and academically. He has taken the time to set goals for himself the second half of the year, and he has achieved almost all of them. He works hard each and every day and is a model student both in and outside of the classroom. He was recognized on Safety Patrol and given a new position, which shows that he is valuing and displaying Tiger expectations. Thomas will be an excellent and motivated 5th grader next year. Great work. Mrs. Fitchman, your 3rd grade teacher, said Thomas is a kind, caring, and hardworking student. He loves learning and is an excellent role model for his peers. Thomas is always smiling, and he is very polite. He gets along well with his peers and can often be found helping someone. Thomas is an Anna Reynolds Tiger. Mrs. Davis, your 2nd grade teacher, said it brings her so much joy to know that Thomas is being honored as our Outstanding Student of the Month. She had the pleasure of having you in 2nd grade, and even then your curiosity, work ethic, and love for reading stood out. He consistently demonstrated a strong sense of independence and steadily grew in his ability to seek help when needed, a skill that has clearly served him well. She still remembers how engaged he was during her nonfiction and opinion writing units, and how he eagerly participated in small group reading discussions. Watching him to continue to excel and be recognized for his efforts is no surprise. She's incredibly proud of you and all that you have accomplished. Congratulations on this well-deserved recognition as you take this next exciting step to Martin Kellogg Middle School. She knows you'll continue to grow, lead, and shine. Keep believing in yourself, keep asking great questions, and never stop being curious. Mrs. Moden says she had the honor of being Thomas's first grade teacher. Thomas worked hard every day and was always a kind friend. He had a great sense of humor and loved to make us laugh. I'm so proud of him for being our outstanding student of the month. Mrs. Swanson, your kindergarten teacher, says she was so proud of Thomas for being selected as our student of the month. In kindergarten, Thomas showed all the qualities of being Anne Arundel's Tiger. He was kind, hardworking, respectful, and a wonderful student and friend to others. He always had a big smile on his face and gave his best effort in everything he did. It was such a pleasure to be your kindergarten teacher, and she's very happy for you for earning this honor. Mrs. Gallup, your music teacher, said Thomas is a kind and hardworking student who consistently puts forth his best effort each week as an active member of the Anne Arundel's band, where he plays the saxophone. Mr. Rivera, our security guard, said Thomas is doing a wonderful job as sergeant in our safety patrol program. He's very polite and a kind safety patroller. He's reliable and always takes responsibility for all of his actions. Thomas consistently maintains a calm demeanor, even in lively surroundings, like warning a rival. Thomas shared that his favorite subject is art, and he recently had a piece in the townwide art show. Outside of school, Thomas plays soccer for the town of Newington. Congratulations, Thomas, for being Anne Arundel's Outstanding Student of the Month for May.
Thomas. First of all, congratulations on all those accomplishments. Art and soccer, you have a lot of things that you enjoy. What advice might you give to another student about how to do well in school like you have?
They have to focus really well and not try to get fooled around easily.
I think that's great advice. Thank you, Thomas. Our students always come up with some great ones. Now it's my pleasure to bring up Principal of Elizabeth Grade School, Mr. Duran, and he will be joined by Ivy Jew. Come on up, Ivy.
Thank you very much. Same thing, we do the same thing that Mr. Smith does at Anne Arundel's. We have staff nominate students of the month, and Ivy was chosen overwhelmingly by our staff for this month, for the month of May. Congratulations on that. So it's my distinct pleasure to introduce Ivy Jew as our Elizabeth Green's Elementary's Outstanding Student of the Month. She's a 4th grader in Mrs. Freese's class. Ivy has been doing an outstanding job, and we are so proud of her. Here's what her teachers had to say about her. Mrs. Freese shared that Ivy is an exceptional individual who exemplifies kindness, diligence, and loyalty as a friend. She consistently treats everyone with the utmost respect and demonstrates thoughtfulness in her interactions with peers and teachers alike. As an outstanding member of the school community, Ivy embraces her responsibilities as a student, a safety patrol member, and friend with great seriousness. She's always eager to offer assistance to others and serves as an inspiring role model for the younger students, showcasing the perfect balance between hard work and enjoyment. Ivy is a true champion of fairness and social justice, unafraid to voice her beliefs and stand up for what is right. She's undoubtedly a highly deserving candidate for Student of the Month. I talked to her previous teachers, and Ms. Bolduck back in kindergarten says, she's so proud of all you have accomplished. Ivy was an absolute joy to have in my class. Ivy always worked hard on her academics at school. She demonstrated great perseverance and growth. Not only was she a great student, but she was a kind and caring person who always looked out for others. If someone was feeling down or excluded, I knew Ivy would help make them feel better and be the first one to make them feel included and accepted. Ivy's 1st grade teacher, Ms. Dietrich, states, Ivy was an absolute joy to have in my class. She was eager to learn and always put forth her best efforts. She treated all her classmates with kindness and was a good friend to others. Ivy absolutely deserves this award. Mrs. Davis, Ivy's 2nd grade teacher, shared, Ivy is the definition of an outstanding student. Since 2nd grade, she has been a role model, friend of all, and always willing to help her teachers. Ivy's a hardworking student who wants to do well. She has an eagerness to learn, participate, and lead her peers. I'm so proud of the student she continues to grow into. And finally, her third grade teacher, Ms. Serrano. I am not surprised that Ivy is receiving this award. She was always one of my star students. Ivy worked hard every day and always put forth her best effort. She was kind to others and worked on building strong relationships with her peers. Ivy came to school with a smile on her face and worked throughout the day with a positive mindset. Congratulations, Ivy. Your character and work ethic shines bright every day, and I'm so proud of you. Now, I had the opportunity to sit with her and talk about what's going on in her life. She lives with her mom, dad, and 3 brothers. She enjoys going on vacations to visit her grandparents in Korea. At E. Green, she likes math and art. Math challenges her, and she enjoys working through the sequences to find the answers, and word problems are her favorite, which you don't hear too often. In art, she enjoys working with clay and creating sculptures. She looks forward to heading to Martin Kellogg and meeting new friends and learning new things. When she's older, she wants to be a doctor, but she hasn't decided what type yet. On behalf of the staff and students at Elizabeth Green, we're so proud of you, and you deserve to be our outstanding student of the month.
Yeah.
You're just not sure what kind yet? So what would you, advice would you give to other kids about how to be a top student like you are?
Focus in class and try not to fool around and listen to the teacher.
Ooh, words to live by. Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right. We are now moving along to John Patterson School, and representing John Patterson School today is Ms. Hinton, the head teacher, and we are going to be honoring Jake McDougall from John Patterson. Come on up.
Thank you. I'm standing in for Mrs. Torres-Ruiz, but I have to say that every time I've been up here to stand in for any principal at Patterson, it's been a former student, so that makes it even more special, all right? So I'm just gonna kind of read a little write-up about Jake. Mr. Kosky, your 4th grade teacher, says Jake has consistently welcomed feedback on his math and writing all year to help him meet high expectations. He's accepting a critical eye to his work and has really honed his written responses. He moves our lessons along by always showing a willingness to share his opinions, thoughts, or evidence. Your 3rd grade teacher, Ms. Marino, says, Jake has shown remarkable commitment to academic excellence, personal growth, and leadership. Whether tackling challenging assignments or lending a hand to classmates, Jake approaches every task with enthusiasm and integrity. Jake's positive influence and dedication make a lasting impact on our school, and we are honored to celebrate his success. As his kindergarten teacher, it has been great to read that Jake has continued to be an enthusiastic learner. He was an enthusiastic learner when he first started kindergarten. I hope that he continues to bring that enthusiasm to Don Wallace next year. From Mrs. Torres-Ruiz, Jake is a great student who truly embodies what it means to show Panther pride, being safe, responsible, and respectful. From the very beginning, he has been an active member of our student focus group, helping to brainstorm ways to bring students together through teamwork and fun, like organizing basketball games. One memory that really stands out is during one of our games, Jake shouted to his teammate, "Pass the ball" to Mrs. Torres-Ruiz. I have to ask a question, was she in her really high heels when you told her to do that? Even though he knew I wasn't exactly the strongest player on the court, he made it a point to include me and give me a chance. That small moment speaks volumes about the kind of person Jake is, kind and thoughtful. In class, Jake consistently stands out. He is always on task, and I often see him going out of his way to help a peer, especially in math, where he takes the time to explain concepts clearly and patiently. His leadership and kindness shine through every day, and he reminds us that just showing up and trying our best to be kind can make a difference. There was a time, though, when he didn't share sprinkles with me, she says, but she'll forgive you. I know that Jake is a loyal friend and a positive influence in the classroom. He has shown that being a great student isn't just about academics. It's about supporting others, being a leader, and growing through every opportunity, because we aren't perfect, but when we know better, we can do better. Congratulations, Jake, on being John Patterson's Outstanding Student of the Month. We are so proud of you.
This is Jake. Here you go, some goodies. So those are of super positives, and it's cool that you had Miss Hinton for kindergarten, I would imagine? That's awesome. So what are some of the things that you've learned that has contributed to you being such a strong student?
Like I focus a lot, and I always respect the teachers as much as I can, and I just try to keep kids on track.
That's wonderful. I love respecting teachers. That's awesome. And keeping everyone on track is another huge quality. So congratulations again. Well done. All right. Last but certainly not least is our Ruth Chafee honoree. We're going to bring up Mr. Marciano, and he's here to talk about Avery Crawford. So come on up.
So, as stated, I'm Jim Marciano, and I'm here to honor this wonderful young lady, Avery. Avery's a little nervous right now, but we're going to get her through that because she's amazing. What I'd like to share is I've done this 77 times. I've stood in this room and honored students 77 different times. This is the first time we're honoring a third grader. That's pretty fantastic. So that's a huge accomplishment on her part because similar to what Mr. Smith said, she was selected by the staff overwhelmingly to be our Outstanding Student of the Month. So I have a lot to share about her. Here we go. I've only been at Chafee for 1 year, but I was at E Green for 10, and I've done this, like I said, 77 times. Avery, I've learned a lot about the students, Avery being one of them. It is no surprise that she was chosen by the Chafee community as the Outstanding Student of the Month for May. I had the pleasure of sitting down with her and getting to know her more on a deeper level, and boy is she exquisite. Soft-spoken student. I asked her if there was something she could fix in the world. She told me she'd stop people to stop throwing garbage into the ocean so the animals aren't hurt. She went on to share how math is her favorite subject, which is also a very common answer among our Outstanding Students of the Month. They tend to like math. Because there's a lot to learn, and she really likes multiplication and division. When she's not in school, she enjoys reading graphic novels, chapter books, and playing babysitter. I was able to ask her what advice she would give to any future students of the month, and I'm going to save that. I'm going to let you ask that question because her answer was quite elegant. Let me see, I got to skip over that part so I don't give it away. Let's see. So that whole, I'm going to scratch that whole paragraph. So I'll go back to that if she doesn't. She's too nervous. So, Mr. Follett goes on to say how she is kind, respectful, hardworking, and has a very creative mind. It has been with great pleasure that he has been able to work so closely with her this year. Avery is a kind and supportive friend who repairs and is willing to enable to work with anyone who asks for or looks like they could use some help, or even just a friend. Avery has a way about her that makes it easy for anyone to get along with her, enjoy her company, whether they are completing a project together or just playing and joking around at recess or lunch. Whenever Avery comes up against a challenge, she is able to push through and complete it on her own or with the assistance of her friends and teachers. Outside of school, Avery enjoys being part of her cheer team and spending time with her family, especially her sister Amira and her mom. She enjoys practicing sharing gymnastics with Amira and especially jumping around on their trampoline. It's always a fun thing to do. For a moment, I would like to just travel back to Avery's time in first grade where she spent time with her teacher, Miss Gallagher. Avery was an amazing first grade student. She was so kind to her classmates and friends with everyone. She was a very hard worker who always did her best work from the beginning of the year all the way to the end. Avery was a leader in the way she, sorry, my eyes are going, I'm getting old, would raise her hand to participate and was always willing to help a pair. I still see that today since she still comes to visit. It started earlier in the year when she was bringing a Chromebook to a student in my classroom who left it on the bus, and she still pops by on occasion to say hello and share a hug. During Avery's time in art, she is an engaged learner. Ms. Frazo shares how Avery attempts new artistic processes with confidence and optimism while role modeling citizenship as a positive member of Chaffey's art classroom. Avery is a responsible artist. She engages in creative play and investigation of art tools, such as our more recent marker media, to use these tools strategically and with intention to support her ideas for self-expression. This takes a lot of thought and insight too. Furthermore, Avery's artwork is unique and beautiful. She weaves in ideas about her family, places, and vivid color to enhance personal meaning in her work. Her self-portrait art is noted for its excellence and is currently being exhibited in our town-wide art show at the Senior Center. Go Avery. Avery is such a great kid. Miss Riley has had the pleasure of having Avery during her time at Chaffey. She shares how she quietly shows her enthusiasm for learning every library media day. She participates consistently and always puts forth her best effort to meet each target. And this shows in the quality of her work. I love having Avery in media class. She's a good friend to all and a great role model at Chaffey School. She has shown tremendous growth this year, and I'm so proud that she is receiving this award. Avery is grown as a responsible digital citizen this year, taking good care of her Chromebook and the responsibilities that come with it. Ms. Lewis shares how she is eager to learn new things in technology class. She shows a lot of persistence, grappling with the new skills that are introduced, which has helped her learn and make achievements this year. As I stand here before you today, you have heard what a remarkable student Avery is. She is the epitome of a Chaffey Cardinal and shows each and every day how being safe, respectful, and responsible is important. She is a caring peer and a good role model for all students here at Chaffey. We are proud that she has been chosen for such an honor, and we know that she will continue to represent Blue Chaffey in a positive and successful way for all our students when she starts her final year as a Cardinal. And in the words of Avery, this is one of my favorite lines ever. Be yourself in a Cardinal way. That's going to be our new punchline. I think we're going to redeem that. So without further ado, Avery Crawford, well-deserved honor. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Yes.
Avery, this is for you as well. Now, my understanding is Mr. Marciano already asked you this question about what advice you might give to other kids who are aspiring to be good students. What was that advice?
Be yourself in a cardinal way.
She's adopted the new tagline.
Yes.
Anything else you want to add? That's okay. Well done. Congratulations.
Well, then let me just
All right,
add,
Mr. Marciano, what you have after?
because she did elaborate a little bit more when we were talking to her. Oh, where are you going, Avery? No, I'm just kidding. Be kind to others, take turns, and sometimes you have to do what others want. I think just being reciprocal in a relationship, right? Knowing that you can't always have the relationship go your way. But something I found extremely important during my conversation with Avery was how she felt that it was important for her to stand up for her friends and to stay focused when others are fooling around. That takes such great strength at this age for someone to do, and is exactly one of the reasons you will hear today from her past and present teachers why she's our choice for Blue Chaffey. So thank you for letting me elaborate. Congratulations, Avery, again, and thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Marciano. Sounds like Avery's rose beyond her years. All right, we're moving up to the middle school now, and today from Martin Kellogg, Mr. Lambert could not be here, but Ms. Flowers is here to represent the school, and she's here to speak about Michaela Roberts, so come on up. There we go.
So Mr. Lambert couldn't be here today, but I am actually so happy to be here to support Michaela and to share what all of our teachers, past and present, had to say about this truly remarkable student right now. Michaela Roberts is a 7th grader at Martin Kellogg, and she stands out as a shining example of what it means to be an outstanding student at Martin Kellogg Middle School. She embodies the transformative power of dedication, resilience, and a positive attitude in education. Her journey from a quiet and sometimes struggling learner to a confident, supportive leader is a testament to her personal growth and the nurturing environment of the school. When asked about her recognition, Michaela attributes her success to consistently living by the school's 4 pillars without needing reminders. She said, "I work hard on my assignments and always read the rubrics carefully." Perhaps the most significant change in Nikayla's approach to learning has been her newfound ability to ask for help when needed. She said, "I used to stay quiet when I didn't understand something, but now I know it's okay to ask questions." This growth is evident across all of her subjects. In math, a subject that once challenged her, Mr. Bruno has witnessed a remarkable transformation. He said, "Math used to be a real challenge for Nikayla, but now not only has she improved, she's helping other students get started on tough problems. It's incredible to see." This evolution from struggling silently to becoming a peer leader speaks to Nikayla's determination and collaborative spirit. Nikayla's favorite subject is social studies, thanks in large part to Mr. Sokolowski's engaging teaching style. She said, "He makes learning about different countries so exciting. It's like we're traveling the world right in our classroom." Mr. Sokolowski, her social studies teacher, is equally impressed with Nikayla's approach to learning. He said, "Nikayla never settles for good enough. She tackles every challenge with enthusiasm and learns from her mistakes, and she still keeps things fun. She even made me a best ET teacher crown." Yes. This balance of hard work and humor seems to be a hallmark for Nikayla's approach to school. In language arts, Ms. Frost praises Nikayla's persistence and thoughtful questions. Her inquiries often lead to clarifications that benefit the whole class. She's become a leader in our discussions, just by being true to herself and expressing her thoughts. This ability to contribute positively to the learning environment extends to her science class, where Ms. Davies highlights Nikayla's kindness and willingness to work with all classmates. "She's grown into a humble yet confident leader," Mrs. Davies observed. Her empathy and collaboration skills are truly remarkable for her age. Mrs. McGowan, Nikayla's special education teacher, notes her increasing self-advocacy and her deep care for her older brother. "Nikayla's compassion extends beyond the classroom," said Mrs. McGowan. "She's always looking out for others." And this sentiment is echoed by Mrs. Campana in the technology class, who sees Nikayla's leadership skills in full force. "She's naturally taking the lead in group projects," Mrs. Campana says, "but she does so in a way that encourages everyone to contribute their strengths. It's really impressive to watch." Nikayla's growth hasn't been limited to her current year. Former teachers, too, have fond memories of her progress. Mrs. Rotako remembers her as a student who embraced challenges and feedback. Mrs. Johnson and Mr. Dowell praise her desire to understand material deeply. Mrs. Maslach recalls Nikayla's refusal to do the bare minimum, while Mr. Famlighetti highlights her positivity in math class. These consistent observations across years and subjects paint a picture of a student committed to continuous improvement. Outside of academics, Nikayla enjoys drawing cartoons, a hobby she's been steadily improving. Nikayla says, "I'm getting better at it, and it's fun to see how my drawings have changed over time." This commitment to improvement is a recurring theme in Nikayla's life, evident in her academic progress as well. "I'm really proud of how I can focus better in school now," is something you shared. "It makes such a difference in how much I can learn." As Nikayla reflects on her educational journey, Nikayla expresses gratitude for the teachers who've supported her along her way. She said, "My elementary reading teacher really helped me build confidence, and all my teachers here at Martin Kellogg pushed me to do my best." This appreciation for her educators underscores Nikayla's understanding of the collaborative nature of learning. Nikayla also offers valuable advice to incoming fourth graders, drawing from her own experiences. She says, "Follow the rules, listen carefully, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Oh, and stay organized with your homework. Don't wait until the last minute." Her guidance reflects the wisdom she's gained in transitioning from elementary to middle school and developed sense of responsibility. Nikayla Roberts' story is more than just one of academic achievement. It's a narrative of personal growth, empathy, and active engagement in learning. Her transformation from a student who once struggled silently to a confident, supportive leader serves as an inspiration to her peers and a reminder of the impact of perseverance and kindness. As the Outstanding Student of the Month, Nikayla embodies the qualities that Martin Kellogg Middle School value most, which are hard work, curiosity, and compassion. Her journey demonstrates that with determination and a positive attitude, any student can overcome challenges and make a meaningful impact on their school community. Nikayla's ability to balance her academics with creativity and empathy make her a truly outstanding student. Her story is a testament to the transformative power of education when coupled with personal drive in a supportive school environment. As Nikayla continues to grow and learn, her future promises to be as bright as her current achievements suggest, setting an inspiring example for students and educators alike. On behalf of the staff and students at Martin Kellogg, I want to congratulate you on Outstanding Student of the Month.
And you already very beautifully gave us the advice of being compassionate and never afraid to ask questions. I think that's good advice for all of us. So thank you, Nikayla and Ms. Flowers. Alrighty, now we are going to be joined by Mr. Diaz, principal of John Wallace Middle School, and he is here to honor Yanalise de Jesus. Come on up. Round of applause.
Okay, thank you. And congratulations to all our families here today. It's really, I say this every time, but this is for us as principals really a highlight of every month. We get to come here and celebrate with all of you. So I'm very proud of all the students and congratulations to the families. So it's my honor today to introduce you to Yanalise de Jesus. Yani is a grade 8 student at John Wallace Middle School, and she was nominated by Miss G and her classroom teachers based on the fact that she consistently demonstrates each of the 5 pillars of Wallace Pride, which are preparation, respect, integrity, determination, and excellence. And I'm so happy to share with you words from her teachers about her this afternoon. You're going to see that she truly exemplifies Wallace Pride. Her language arts teacher, Mr. Klatt, shared that Yani is an impressive human. She arrives at school every day with a smile on her face, and she's willing to tackle all of our tasks with 100% effort. She is actively engaged in our class discussions, happily works with other students when given the chance, and asks helpful, clarifying questions regularly. I feel lucky that I see Yani in homeroom every day. She sets a positive tone for all of us each morning. Ms. Pearl, her social studies teacher, shared that Yani is an absolute gentleman student. She comes into class each day with a big smile and is ready to work hard. She has grown so much this year in her reading and writing and social studies. When Yani has questions, she advocates for herself and seeks me out during her reach periods to become an even better reader. Not only is she a hardworking student, but she is very kind and a great friend. She's willing to lend a hand to anyone who needs help, and I'm going to miss her so much next year. Mrs. Leggett, another one of Yani's teachers, shares, Yanalise is an exceptional young lady who exemplifies dedication and enthusiasm in all of her endeavors. She approaches every task presented to her with a positive attitude and a strong willingness to learn, consistently exceeding expectations. Her ability to collaborate with her peers is commendable. She fosters a supportive and harmonious environment within the classroom. Not only does she participate actively, but she also takes the initiative to help organize and maintain a clean, orderly space in the classroom, which contributes to the overall learning atmosphere. Moreover, she exhibits remarkable patience, particularly when helping and working with younger children. Her nurturing nature and willingness to assist others highlight her compassionate character. She is not only conscientious about her own work, but strives to complete tasks to the best of her ability. In addition to her work ethic, Yani is friendly and outgoing, making her a joy to be around. Her vibrant personality and positive interactions with classmates and teachers alike create an inviting and engaging environment. Overall, Yani is a truly remarkable individual who stands out for her hard work, her kindness, and her dedication. Her school counselor, Ms. O'Keefe, shares that Yani has been a pleasure to have as a student for the last 3 years. She's a kind friend and is always respectful of staff and students, and her smile and positive attitude always make my day. She's friendly and also always perseveres through challenges. She's a friend to all and demonstrates flawless pride daily. Finally, Ms. G, who nominated Yanni, said Yanni is always working her hardest on any and every assignment. Not only is she an extremely hard worker, she always has a positive attitude, even when she finds something to be challenging. What's more is that Yanni's always willing to help everyone around her. She's so sweet and helpful with her peers, and it's awesome to see. She doesn't hesitate to support any student when she sees them struggling. She'll even walk students if they're unsure where they need to go, and she'll help with work when we're in groups. She will jump in and help with any peers without even being asked. She's a pleasure to have around, and we're going to miss her so very much when she leaves for Newington High School next year. Outside of school, Yanni is actively involved in dance. She shared that she's been dancing since she was 4 years old. 4, right? She dances at Morlock School of Dance in East Hartford, and dancing is her passion. She also enjoys hanging out with her friends and her family. Yanni's also a founding member of the John Wallace Beverage Crew, which is a group of students who come around on Fridays and they sell beverages and other treats to staff. And Yanni always remembers that I love grapefruit seltzer. That's my favorite. So when she comes to the main office, even if I'm not there, I come back to my desk and of course there's a grapefruit seltzer waiting for me. So it just shows the kindness and the thought that Yanni puts in to all she does. So Yanni, on behalf of John Wallace Middle School, congratulations. You're so well deserving of this award and we're all so proud of you.
Well, that was quite a tribute, Yanni. This is for you as well. And I heard a lot of kindness, compassion, and thoughtfulness. Any other advice you might want to give to students who might want to achieve what you've achieved?
Just work hard and just focus and, yeah.
Work hard and focus and start dancing at the age of 4. Congratulations. Well done. All righty. We are down to our last honoree, and to present we have Ms. Tigno, proud principal of Newington High School, and she is here with freshman Grace Miller. Come on up.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Congratulations to all the outstanding students of the month. I look forward to seeing you at Newington High School to watch you continue to grow and succeed. So Mr. Marciano has been doing this 77 times. I didn't count, but this is my 8th year as principal and 11 years as assistant principal. So that's 19 years. I try to get here as often as I can. And I can tell you that all the students that have been honored here today succeed at the high school. So I know Dr. Brummett already said it, but you can only receive this award once in your entire career as a Newington Public School student. So just know that I know you're going to continue to do great work. I also like grapefruit seltzer. All right. So my name is Tara Tigno, and I am the proud principal of Newington High School. It is with immense pride and joy that I stand before you today to honor a student who truly exemplifies everything we hope to see in a Newington High School student. Out of more than 1,200 students, one student stood to the top for me. Not just for academic excellence, but for leadership, kindness, creativity, and service. Those are pretty much the portrait of the graduate pillars that Dr. Brummett spoke to earlier. And that student is Grace Miller, as you heard, a freshman, which is also rare for us, and she is our outstanding student of the month. Grace is one of those rare students who seems to be everywhere and doing everything with a smile on her face, a purpose in her heart, and is always humble. Whether she's on the tennis courts as a member of the girls' tennis team, keeping the beat as part of our marching band and drum line, or helping lead her peers as vice president of the freshman class and student council representative, Grace brings energy, commitment, and heart to all she does. Her dedication to academic excellence is equally impressive. Grace has earned high honors every single quarter, and we'll be celebrating her along with other students at our Scholars Breakfast next week. But her talents and efforts extend well beyond the classroom. She volunteers through her church, and this summer she's giving up a week of her own vacation to join the Appalachian Service Project. ASP helps rebuild homes and rebuild hope. And I'm happy to say that I'll also be joining that trip this year, so I look forward to getting to know Grace even more. So that tells you a lot about who Grace is. She is someone who uses her time and her heart to make the world a little bit better. In her spare time, Grace likes to play sports and help at youth clinics. She also works concessions for Parks and Recs and somehow still finds time to explore music production, including parody songs she writes with her friends. But she'll be the first to tell you she can't sing, something we both have in common, yet we still seem to do it. But that hasn't stopped her from making joyful music. And with her deep love for both math and music, she's already thinking about being a teacher one day, where she can lead and inspire, just as her teachers have inspired her. And speaking of her teachers, they also have some praise for her. Mr. Sullivan, her history teacher, shared that Grace is a great student who always brings a positive attitude to class. She participates often and always adds to class discussion. Mrs. Peraza called Grace truly a pleasure to have in class. She worked extremely hard day in and day out and helped motivate her peers. Grace was a rock star in gym. Mrs. Spinelli, her math teacher, class officer advisor, said that Grace is highly motivated to help facilitate any and all tasks. She works extremely well with others, listens to their ideas, and lifts up other voices. Congratulations on a well-deserved honor. Ms. Roach, history, noted Grace is such an independent learner and critical thinker. She works very hard to get things right and motivates herself and others to do their best work. She is such a pleasure to have in the classroom. And Mr. Brooks, our music teacher, added, I'm not sure there's an instrument Grace can't play. In middle school, she played the trombone, French horn, and drums. And those are the only ones I know about. At NHS, she earned a coveted spot in the snare drum section of the drumline as a freshman, an impressive feat. And next year, she'll be in an auditioned wind ensemble on the French horn. She's an amazing musician, but most importantly, she knows, even at this young age, the power of careful, detailed practice. And Ms. Gonzalez, her English teacher, said, Grace always takes pride in her work. She is extremely helpful to other students, participates frequently, and always shares creative ideas. She is a pleasure to have in class. So to sum her up, Grace is motivated, collaborative, creative, hardworking, thoughtful, positive, kind, talented, and independent. She's the student who helps her peers, lifts others up, and leads by example. I've witnessed all these admirable qualities this year as she served as the class vice president, working with me often. Her ability to be inclusive, hear the voices of her classmates, work well with others, and present ideas in a respectful, caring manner demonstrated maturity and heart beyond her years. Grace doesn't just show up, she truly shines. Grace, you've already left a beautiful mark in our school community, and I have no doubt you'll continue to do so and make NHS even a better place over the next 3 years. Thank you for your light, your leadership, and your heart. So it's my honor to present, on behalf of Newington High School, Ms. Grace Miller.
Thank you, Ms. Tigno. So Grace, I got all kinds of excited when I heard you wanted to be a teacher. So tell me, what helped you to make that decision?
I feel like I like a lot of great teachers over the past couple years, and I feel like I work well with others, and I love teaching others too.
Okay, I'm gonna hire you in, what is it, about 8 years from now?
Yeah.
Congratulations. So that concludes our ceremony for today. As you can see, we've got a lot to be proud of here in Newington. I do want to thank all the guests that came today. One of the favorite parts for me of this ceremony is looking at the pride on the faces of parents as they take a video or a picture or just listen to all the wonderful things that their children have accomplished. So that's what makes this event so special to me. So as I mentioned, it's going to be, a link will be sent out tomorrow or very shortly thereafter so that you can share this out as you see fit. I'd like to invite all of our honorees up to the board here so we can do a group photo, and then please enjoy the freshmen in the back of the room. Another round of applause for our outstanding. Yes, please bring your certificates.
good, yeah.
And then I just stand in the back.
All right, Elise, great, guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, there you go, sweetie. Nice, perfect.
All right,
All right,
moms and dads, feel free to take a picture.
Keep smiling, guys, keep smiling.
Keep smiling, we got a lot of paparazzi out there.